Hello everyone, it's day 9. Day 9. I am the Creative Chris. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. I keep forgetting to do like a little intro thing. I'm the Creative Chris. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. If you're coming back, thank you for coming back and spending a bit of time with me. If you have not already, please subscribe. It's down in that corner somewhere, like maybe, I don't know. Anyway, just look for the subscribe button. If you see it, hit it. Then there should be a notification bell. Hit that notification bell. You'll be notified each and every time that I upload a new video, which will be daily in December. All right, on to number 9. This is the Advent calendar from Craft Pack Canada, and they graciously sent this to me. Lots of blue today, Lisa. Sorry. Lisa mentioned in the comment yesterday about how it was so nice to not see blue in the section that we did yesterday. Lots of blue today, but that's okay. It looks like it's a bit of color blocking here too, and I have some trash drills that just fell out of my container because I picked them up off of the chair and the desk and everywhere else, and I just knocked the container over. So we're just going to pick those off, send them back into the little trash container, and we're going to work on this particular section. So what was today? Oh, today I volunteered today at the hospital this morning. I was volunteering at the hospital this morning. I got up and I went, and well, I shoveled snow last night after I did the section here. I went out. Excuse me so much. I went out and I did my footpath, my little path to my little walkway, we'll call it, to the door. And my landlord John, he was out, and I just kept going. I just kept on going, and then after a while he came out to the driveway. He's like, "How much of this are you going to do?" I'm like, "I'm going to do it all." I was like, "I'm here now. I'm going to do it all." So I did it all. He was very grateful. He thanked me profusely. But I didn't mind doing it. It was warm. It wasn't cold out. And I didn't mind doing it. The snow was light. I was just basically pushing it from one place to another. And this... not coming off. No, don't want to come off. Well, you're going down there. I don't care if you turn over like a turtle. I don't care if you do what you don't want to do. You're going on the canvas. Just like that. So I got up this morning. I went out. I took the stuff over to the hospital, and we had a bunch of people there volunteering this morning. So basically what it was a breakfast. We were serving breakfast to healthcare workers. And I think, if I am not mistaken, they bought tickets for this breakfast. I don't know how much they were. I have no idea. But then at the end, they fed us breakfast too. So we served breakfast to over 200 people who work in healthcare today. So that's great. We do that every year. We go to that breakfast, and it's really fun. The only thing that I didn't like about it was there was a Santa Claus there, and y'all know how I feel about Santa Claus. I don't really like him. And they were like, "But it's just this guy dressed up." I'm like, I don't care. I don't want to be with him. And then they're like, "Okay, we're going to get a team picture with Santa Claus. Come on." I'm like, "Nope. Not going to happen. It will never happen. You will not find me in a picture with Santa Claus unless I'm running." So, yeah. Didn't happen. Someone took my phone. One of the healthcare team took my phone, took the pictures, and brought my phone back to me while I cleared tables. I was like, I am not doing it. Not gonna happen. So they do several of these per year, and I think they only had one sitting today. So it was really fun though. I was running around quite a bit with different, like I was running back from the kitchen to the dining room. So I went to the kitchen and served up. Well, it was served up for us. It was passed to us, and then we ran off to the dining room with it, and gave it to the people who were seated there. And it was quite good. It was quite good. Yeah, what they had today was a breakfast bowl with hash browns, eggs, bacon, and sausage, all in this bowl, and hollandaise sauce served on the side. Now, I'm not a hollandaise person. I don't like hollandaise sauce. So we had one person going with the sauce, we had 3 people going with the food, and we had, I think it was 2 or 3 people going with the juice and tea and coffee. So we had 3 people going we had one person going with juice, one person going with tea, one person going with coffee. So there was 7 of us there today, and I just stuck myself to my canvas. There was 7 of us there today, and it was for a really good cause. And while I was there, I bumped into my mother's oncologist, the doctor that treated my mother. And she came up to me and she was like, I was only thinking about your mom and you guys just the other day. She was so happy to see me. I was happy to see her too. And she said to me, like, I see people at the worst point of their life, like at the lowest point of their lives. The worst part of their life, she said, is when I meet them. And I read these obituaries and I'm thinking, I would have liked to have known this person like when they were younger, or I would like to have gotten to know them like when they were healthy and stuff like that. She said, I don't feel that way with your mother. She said, I don't feel like I met her at the worst point of her life or at the lowest point of her life. She said, I feel like she had so much to give and she was still giving. And she really made an impression on that doctor especially. She said, I loved your mom. I'm like, yeah, we did too. She's like, oh, I know. But she said, I loved her because she was spunky. She said she had a lot of spunk. That woman was really feisty. I'm like, yep. I said, you saw the real her. I said, she was feisty. And she made no apologies for anything she ever said or did. But she was a feisty woman. And she was not backing down from anyone. So she made an impression on that doctor. So we had a little chat and a little laugh. And then she said for me to say hi to my brother and wish him a Merry Christmas from her and her family. So, I mean, it's like, yeah, you get to know people, but you don't really understand when you're going through cancer the impact you may have on a healthcare worker as well. Because, like, yes, she's a healthcare worker and she's trying to do things for people. And, like, she said to me today, she said, my job is trying to make people comfortable. She said, I was trying to save your mother's life. She said, I really, really wanted that woman to live. I'm like, yeah, I know. So we all did. So, yeah, we had a grand little chat today. So I was showing her pictures of the angels that I took out of the boxes yesterday, and told her, like, something just compelled me to take them out yesterday. And she was like, well, she said, that was probably your mom. She's telling you to get them going and get them out and enjoy them. And I said, I think so, because it's the first time I've taken them out of the boxes since Mom passed away. So, yeah, it's like something compelled me yesterday to do that. And whatever it was, I'm glad that I listened. So, yeah, it was a great day, and I was glad to see the doctor today, the one that treated my mom, and we could have like a little, even just the smallest of chats while I was running back and forth serving people their breakfast. So it wasn't a big chat that we had. She was in the she wasn't one of the ones that was being served. I guess she had appointments and people to see. So, but it was really nice. It was really, really nice to see her. It was like, I felt like I was in the right place at the right time when I turned around and she was standing there. So that was a good thing too. So yeah, so that was my morning. Then this afternoon I had some administrative work to do, and I got that all done. Now here I am with you guys, and I think, depending on how quick I can get this section done, I might go and enjoy a game of bingo tonight. Why not? Go and possibly see some friends who I hadn't seen in a little while because I've not been to bingo in a couple of weeks. I know. I usually go once a week, but I didn't go at all last week, and because my brother was in town on Thursday and Friday, and I didn't get there Wednesday because the weather was bad. It's just one of those things where you miss out, right? You just miss out. So yeah, I missed out last week. Lots of blue here, Lisa. Lots and lots of blue. I'm sorry. I know that you're burnt out on the blue, but I pulled out another canvas today, and I don't know. I'm gonna do it, and I might actually just put it on this table and just work on it while I'm not working on this one, because I'm only doing one section of this a day. I'd like to do more sometimes. You know how you like get in a groove and you're like, okay, yeah, I'd like to keep on going now. I just it'd be relaxing just to keep going for another hour or so and not have to record and not have to be on video and just not have to just diamond paint, not for any reason but just do it. So that's what I've been feeling lately. I'd just like to keep going, but I know I can't keep going on this one because I have to record these, and I'm not going to record the other one. It is a Grinch one though. It's a baby Grinch actually. He's so cute. A lot of black. So I might pull it out, get it done, and work on it in the off time. But now in my little bit of off time, I have been knitting. So I've been making some mittens and stuff. I was supposed to deliver some today, but the person didn't get back to me, so I didn't do that. Now let's get these Maltese done but we'll get those delivered at another day. It's not the end of the world. Why are you sticking to my pen and not coming out of the... Why are you not coming out of the placer? Are you that stubborn? Okay. So maybe tomorrow or the next day I'll get those delivered. Not a big deal. It's a donation, mostly. Mostly it's a donation to Single Parents Association for people to have Christmas presents under the tree on Christmas morning. Again, I don't knit to make money. The little bit that I do make just goes back into the craft. I don't make any money off of it. I just enjoy doing it. It's something that I can sit back, relax, and not have to think about while I'm doing that. So, yeah. I'm a crafty person. I've always been that kind of detail crafty mindset, I guess you could say. So yeah, it's good. It's all good. We had a beautiful day today. No snow fell, but there was snow on the ground this morning when I left to go to the hospital, and I had to clean off the car. I did manage to get free parking there, though. It was so funny. I was coming out, and I was like, okay, the other people are there, and I'm like, are you expensing your parking? And they're like, well, I wasn't. I was just going to pay for it myself. I'm like, okay. And then they were like, well, the machine here is not working. I'm like, okay, well, that's all right. So I went over to my car and got in my car, got the banner put in, and when I got up to the gate where you had to pay, I said to the person, I said, I was volunteering here at the hospital this morning. I said, for the breakfast. I said, there's another person coming behind me. I said, he was here volunteering as well. I said, and there's a lady in a truck. She was volunteering. I said, can you give them free parking? And he looked up and he was like, oh yeah. He said, you're volunteering. Yes, he said, of course you'll get free parking. So he opened the gate and off I went. Now, I didn't do it to get free parking. If the machine on the inside had worked, I would not have even said a word. I would have paid for it myself. I would not have expensed that. And then I would have just went on my merry way. But since the machine didn't work on the inside, and I'm doing a good thing for them, I wanted something done for me. So I got free parking. Now, how much would it have been? Maybe $2? Not going to make them. Not going to break me. Not going to make them. It's not going to. It's not a big deal. But I wanted to. Yeah, I wanted to be rewarded, I guess, for my volunteering. Don't do it to get rewarded. That's not the idea. I don't volunteer to get rewarded. I volunteer to help others. But today was just one of those days when I'm like, I'm going to see if this will work. And it did. So, yeah. So I got me some free parking today. Now, I've spent a lot of money in parking at that hospital. So, over the years, I've spent a lot of money in parking there. So I just got a little bit back today, that's all. Not a big deal. They're not hurting for it. So I drove away, I came home, logged onto my computer and started working again. But it was a great event. It was a great event, I must say. I really enjoyed it. We had fun. Santa Claus was there. I avoided him. Like the plague, of course. I just don't do it. I just can't. No. And I saw some people that I knew. One of the ladies that was there, she makes the sealskin pins and stuff and ornaments. And she actually lives not very far from me, where I'm living now. So I saw her there. I didn't know she worked there. So, yeah. I saw her, got to have a little chat. Saw the doctor that my mom had a little chat with her. It was really nice. It was really good. Yeah, it was a good day. It was a good day. I had a good day. And I'm glad that the day is done now for work. And I'm doing this. And I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying this too. So we'll, get this section done. Oh, 3 of them stuck to my pen. If I can get them to come out of the pen. Come on. I don't want to have to say bad words on camera. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do it. Nope. Not those bad words. Would never say those. That's just nasty. It's nasty. Wouldn't do that to you. I'm gonna get some more drills up into my working area here. See if we can't get this working good for us. So I don't know if my friend is going to be going to bingo tonight. I messaged her earlier and asked, and she said it would all depend on the person that she goes with, the driving person, because my friend don't drive. Again, medical issue. She don't drive for her own safety and everybody else's. I have a couple of friends like that who don't drive because of medical issues, which is fine. I mean, I don't mind helping them out and driving. But this friend that I know from bingo, she lives farther away, so I can't offer her a ride because she does live further away. But when she goes, we usually go to get like a cup of tea or something on the break, because they'll do so many games and then they'll have a 10-minute break, and we usually just run over to a coffee shop close by and get a cup of tea or hot chocolate or whatever. We walk over and then we walk back, and it usually takes us about 10 minutes. That's how we spend the break. Some people go out smoking. We go for just a little dawdle. We walk over, we get our beverage, we come back, and then we enjoy the rest of the game. So yeah, they have, I'm not sure exactly how many games they have. 18 games? I think something like that. They do quite a few games. And like the minimum prize is $125. So I mean that's pretty good. No, you want to go away. You want to get away, do you? Okay, let's do the next one. When I went to bed last night, I was taking my glasses off and I was kind of leaning over to put them away on the night table, the nightstand, and my shoulder popped. Oh, did it hurt? It hurt really, really bad. I was in the bed and I was like, ow! If my neighbors upstairs heard me, what's going on down there tonight? Somebody's down there killing Chris. But no, nobody was killing me. I was just, my shoulder was popping and it hurt. But once I got comfortable, I went to sleep, and I woke up something after 3 maybe. So it wasn't too bad for the night. You're still in frame, that's good. We're doing good. We're all good on this tonight, this evening, whatever. It's not really night yet. It's, what time is it? 5:37. The doors don't open at bingo until 6. I don't usually go until around 6:30-ish. And my friend don't usually show up until closer to 7. They usually sit at a table close by. So we'll see. I don't know if they're going tonight, but once I get this section done, I'll check my messages and we'll see if there's a message from my friend. And her, I don't know if it's, she said it's her mother-in-law's friend that she goes with or what. I don't know. I don't know who she goes with. But we've become friends from just being at bingo and just chatting with each other at bingo. she's really, really friendly, and she goes around talking to people and stuff. She's really funny. It's really funny. I usually go and sit and don't talk to anybody. There was one evening she just sat at the table next to me and she started chatting. I'm like, you're a little busy beaver, aren't you? We just started chatting and having a laugh, and we became friends. Fast friends. I am nice sometimes. Only sometimes, though. Not all the time. Try to avoid being nice all the time, because it's just one of those things that once you're nice sometimes, you have to kind of keep that persona going. I don't know about that. No, I am a nice person. Don't read the comments that say I'm not. We'll delete those comments. If anybody comes into the comments and says I'm not a nice person, I can only imagine the comments from my friends who watch the videos. Holy crap. They'd be paying. They'd be eating crow in no time. No, I am a nice person. I really am. I do what I can to help others. I don't ask for anything in life. I just live and keep going. And if I needed something, I do know that I have people that I can kind of lean on. So yeah. And just a little update report. Joanne is doing good. I was talking to her today. She was up in the recliner today. So she said she can't sit normally, but she can kind of sit in the recliner because it's kind of leans her back a little bit. So that was good. She worked today from home, doing admin stuff. So yeah, which is good. Like, I mean, she took a week off. She should have took longer. I told her she should have took 6 weeks off because she had surgery after all. Right? I mean, when you have surgery, you deserve to have some time to rest and recuperate. But that's not Joanne. Like, Joanne, don't take. She's not one of those people to take advantage. I guarantee you that. And well, certainly, I'm not either, because when I had my surgery, I was back to work 4 weeks after surgery. Well, there was a couple of reasons for that. My insurance company that was covering my short-term leave, they were hounding me, saying, when are you going back to work? When are you going back to work? When are you going back to work? I'm like, I don't know. I see the doctor on this day. The day before my doctor visit, they called. When are you going back to work? I don't know yet, because I see the doctor tomorrow. Oh, okay, we'll call back tomorrow and find out then. I went to the doctor and I'm like, you gotta put me back to work. I need to go back to work. These people are driving me nuts. He's like, you can't go back yet. Another 2 weeks. I'm like, okay, good enough. So when they called that day, that afternoon, they were like, did you see the doctor today? I'm like, yep. Are you going back to work? I'm like, he's saying 2 weeks. At least. They're like, okay, we'll update. We'll call you in 2 weeks. Well, they didn't call in 2 weeks. They called 3 days later. When are you going back to work? Like I told you 3 days ago. 2 weeks. So, finally, when the time came, I went to the doctor and I'm like, you got to write a note to say that I am cleared to go back to work, because this insurance company is going to drive me insane. So he put me back to work on a ease back, 3 hours a day. So I eased back 3 hours a day. I went to work in the morning and I worked till lunchtime every day. I did that for a week. Then I went back full time. I was supposed to go 3 hours a day for 1 week. Then it was supposed to be 5 hours a day for a week. Then I was supposed to go full time. But I was like, nope, I'm doing 3 hours a day 1 week. I'm going full time the next, because like this is just driving me absolutely insane. Can't. Like, I said to my manager, who was Joanne at the time, it's like, I can't get anything done. 3 hours, I'm just getting things started, and then I got to get up and go home. I'm like, no, that's no good to me. So we decided that we would go for the full time the week after. She was glad to have me back. I was glad to be back. I went back to work. I still had a cast on. There's a big cast on my hand. Working. Some people, they would have stayed off for weeks after the cast came off. They certainly wouldn't have went to work with a cast on. But I did. I still have the cast. I kept it. I did. I wanted to keep it. I don't know why. I just did. It was the only cast I ever had. Well, not the only cast, but it was the only time that I've ever required a cast. So I kept it because, well, it was a reminder of that time of my life. Because I'd never broken any bones that required cast. The bones that I broke, you couldn't cast. Because I broke bones in my face. Can't cast your face. So yeah, I broke my face when I was a kid. And when I had the surgery, they put a cast on to keep it from moving around at all. So I had one cast, then I had a second plaster cast, and then I had a fiber cast. So I had plaster casts for a week, and then another plaster cast for a week, and then I had a fiber cast for 5 weeks. So it was 7 weeks in cast total. Yeah, it was a fun time. But I got through it. It worked out for me. I managed to get almost full mobility back in the hand that I had the surgery on. I had surgery on my left hand, on my thumb. If I turn it around, can you see? Oh no, you can't really see. There's a scar that runs here, like that. I tell people it's my shark bite. So, yeah. I had a tendon repaired. I couldn't move it for a long time. It was bad. It was very bad. It's painful, but it's worth it. Because if I didn't do it, I wouldn't have any dexterity at all. I wouldn't be able to move my thumb. My thumb would be stuck in one position, and that would be it. There would be no movement in that joint at all. No movement in that digit. I had a very good surgeon. And that was a plastic surgeon did that. Because here in Newfoundland, where I am, only plastic surgeons are qualified to do surgery on hands and fingers. I didn't know that until I required surgery. And I had to have plastic surgery. So I have a plastic surgeon. Yes, I had plastic surgery. Not on my face, but on my hand. Because that's what was required. So I had plastic surgery. My mother had plastic surgery. She had surgery on her hand as well. And my sister had plastic surgery. So like, yeah, all different surgeons. So we all had a plastic surgeon. Although my mom's plastic surgeon and my plastic surgeon worked together. Not in the same office, but they worked in the same building. So yeah, We had our own plastic surgeons. I don't know what this is here. Like, what is that? Like, what's going on there? A dark spot in the middle of the path kind of thing. I think there's a reasonable thing to say that this is mostly snow. Probably. I think. This might be snowman. But the other stuff is definitely lamppost. Once I looked at it through my viewfinder, I'm like, yeah, that's definitely a lamppost. That's not a snowman at all. I was wondering why the snowman would have been bigger than the church too. No, that's not the one I need. This is the one I need. Where am I? Come on. Come on. Turn over. There you are. I think that's all of those. Just a little bit of confetti on this side of it. This and like down closer to the bottom. But this one is pretty much color blocking as well today. So we've had a couple of sections with a good bit of color blocking, which is good for you guys who like color blocking. I love confetti, but these couple of sections, like our first sections, were very heavy in confetti. So we are now into a little bit of color block sometimes, which is good. So we're getting a little bit of variety in this one. Yeah, I'm enjoying this painting. I must say I'm enjoying the process of getting it done. And I enjoy like the mystery part of it. And if this is what I think it is, the best way to do one of these, of this type of painting, is in a mystery such as this, because you don't get overwhelmed by looking at the whole thing. You don't get overwhelmed by looking at the whole picture and wondering where to start and how am I going to get this done. Because the picture would be probably in and of itself, when you just look at it from the perspective of looking at the whole thing, looking at it as a whole, it would be, I think, very overwhelming. That's just my thought on the picture, the image. Once it's done, I'll tell you why. Because I don't think this is an image that I normally do. But I should do, because I rather enjoy it when it's done. But it's not something that I tend to be drawn to. With my diamond paintings, I tend to be drawn to ones with animals. Not portraiture or landscapes, but animals. I really enjoy a nice animal painting. And I do believe that this is a landscape with some buildings. I've not been given any hints at all from anybody. I did find out that the lamppost on my own. I'm not watching anybody else's videos, for the simple reason that I don't want to see what this painting is. I don't want anybody else's influences on my videos and how I'm doing them. And I just want to do my own thing, my own way. So we are all creating things differently. I'm doing it my way. Somebody else might do it their way. Neither one of us is wrong. Neither one of us is completely right. We're just doing a painting and showing it off to the world and sharing with everyone who wants to see. That's how I'm looking at it. If you want to see it, you'll come and you'll view the videos. If you don't want to see it, you don't have to. You don't have to come and watch. It's not mandatory that you watch, but I appreciate it when you do. Thank you. Get off my soapbox now. So hopefully this one will be up earlier in the evening. I'll try and get it uploaded before I go out, if I go out at all. So next week, on Tuesday at Bingo, they're doing a ugly sweater. So I have two options. I have a sweater. I do. I have a couple of ugly Christmas sweaters. But what I was thinking, and I'd like your opinion. Let me know. Should I wear my ugly Christmas sweater with the elf? Because the elf actually attaches to the sweater. And it looks like I have a baby carrier. And the elf is in the baby carrier and it just dangles on the sweater. Or should I wear the Grinch onesie? The Grinch onesie is quite fun. Quite cute. Should I wear the ugly sweater or the Grinch onesie? Which one should I do next week? Let me know in the comments below. If you were going and you had a choice of the ugly sweater or the Grinch onesie, which one would you wear? Which one do you think I should wear? And then we'll determine which one I'm going to wear. The comments may not determine it for me. I may not go with what's in the comments. But I'd like to get your opinion. What do you think? Grinch onesie or ugly sweater? And I have a couple of ugly sweaters. I have one with emojis, and I have another one with the elf. I would wear the elf one. The emoji one is not. It's not the best shape now. I've been wearing it for a few years. I don't buy a new ugly sweater every year. I use the same one year after year after year after year until it's worn out. And I may have to locate the ugly sweater. I don't know exactly where it is, but I do know where the Grinch onesie is. It's on my dresser, actually, because I found it not a long time ago. Because I was looking for it, and I'm like, I need to find that onesie because I have to wear it on Christmas Day. So I located said onesie. And I'm going to wear it on Christmas Day over to my friend Joanne's house. But if I have another opportunity to wear it, why wouldn't I? Right? If you have an opportunity to wear a Grinch onesie out in public and not be ridiculed for it, why wouldn't you? My goodness, the Grinch is the best. Absolutely love the Grinch. I was going to watch the Grinch movie. And I still may watch the Grinch movie more than once during the Christmas time. I always do. And I like as I said before, I like the animated version. Benedict Cumberbatch voices the Grinch. Only because I'm not a Jim Carrey fan, and I find that he... I don't know what it is about what he does. I will agree he did a good Grinch. But there's still something about the facial expressions that he makes. I can't get past those. I think that might be my hang up here. Could be the facial expressions. And I think that might be it. I'm not sure. Not the biggest fan. But he did do a good Grinch. I have to admit, he did do a good Grinch. And he played Ebenezer Scrooge in A Christmas Carol. He did good in that too. I like the old black and white one. It's just the classic, and I like the black and white. Like the old movie. Okay, it's 6 o'clock. Mama's saying hi. I kind of tinkered with the clock a little bit today just to see if I could get it to keep time better. It was 3 minutes slow. Now it's 1 minute fast. So I gotta tinker with it just a little tiny bit more just to see if I can get it to where I need it to be. So it's a little bit of a science with that clock. Double me. Because it has to be very level on the wall. It has to be, the pendulum has to be in the right spot. And I think I may have lowered my pendulum just a little. No, I may have, what is it? It's 1 minute fast. So I gotta lower the pendulum a little tiny bit more, I think, because the pendulum may be swinging a little bit too fast. So I gotta lower the pendulum so that it swings a little slower. I always get it mixed up, like which direction is my pendulum supposed to be going. If it's fast, if it's slow, it should be going, I should raise my pendulum because then it'll swing a little faster. If it's fast, the clock is, I need to lower the pendulum because it's swinging a little, still swinging a little too fast. But if the clock is slow, I have to raise that pendulum because it's going too slow. I don't know, it's science. It's science. You shouldn't have to think about a clock in that way. You shouldn't have to think scientifically about a clock, right? It's all like the pins, pulleys, and things like that. So, it is science. Okay, let's work on the multiples and we'll see what we can get done here. That one, my placer went scoting on me again, and that was a word that I used yesterday. And if you were here yesterday, you understand what I mean when I say my placer went scoting. If you're from Newfoundland, you probably understand that anyway. But if you're not from Newfoundland, there's your word. There's your Newfie word of the day again. Scotin. Oh, I hear the dog running across the floor upstairs. Not very often do I hear anything. So I'm very, very happy, very, very pleased with how things are working out here. Lovely neighbors. Very good neighbors. Joanne and Eddie are my neighbors. They are lovely neighbors. I have awesome neighbors. I have good landlords. Like when I went outside yesterday, they were like, "Hi, how are you?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm good. I heard you were going to do a wellness check, Mary." She was like, "You're so quiet." I'm like, "Well, I'm not a loud person. I've never was a loud person." So, yeah. She's like, "But you're so quiet." I almost had to call in a wellness check. Your car didn't move. Like, oh, I was out with my brother most of the time. He comes to pick me up. Save on my gas. Right? Save all you can when you can. If he's gonna be driving around and going places, I'll go with him. I'm not paying him. Then I don't have to buy my own. Then I don't have to use up my gas to go somewhere. He says, "I'll meet you here." I'm like, "Nope, you come get me." You're passing pretty much by the door anyway. So he stops and he picks me up. I'm usually outside when he's coming. We're usually on the phone talking. And then he says, "Get in the truck and talk to me." I'm like, "Okay, I'll get in the truck and talk to you." Oh, I gotta put my wax down good. Look at me multi-placing and actually enjoying it. Like, I never thought that I would enjoy multi-placing at all. I wasn't one of these people that was critical of multi-placing. I just couldn't do it and couldn't get it to work properly for me. But now that I've got a system down in my own head of how to do it, it kind of works better for me. One there, one there. We're going to push you right up there. We're going to do single placing on the rest of them because there's only 2 or 1. I think I have them all. I think so. And well, put that one there like that. Not very many of these. So today we're probably going to be a little over an hour. Yesterday we were just under an hour. Today we're going to be just a touch over, I think. Not that much longer to go. But what I have left is mostly like a bit of confetti. And we're at 54 minutes. So it's going to take me more than 6 minutes to get this done. But we won't be too much over the hour. Well, we'll see. We'll time ourselves and see. I'm not going to rush. Not at all. If you don't have anywhere to be, I don't. Well, I got things that I'd like to get done, but I mean, it's not the end of the world. I told you I was going to cook fish last night, didn't I? Yesterday, on yesterday's video, I told you I was going to cook the fish. Well, I did. It was delicious. It was so good. I really, really, really enjoyed it. I don't know if I told you that I cooked it or if I told you I was going to cook it. Whichever way, it was good. It was delicious. So now I need to buy some potatoes because I used up all the potatoes that I had in the house. I didn't have very many potatoes here. But I had fish, fresh fish, potatoes, and peas and carrots. I like peas and carrots. So that was dinner yesterday, and it was very, very good. No, I didn't have it cooked because I was telling you I was cooking it for dinner. I remember now. But it was delicious. And I'm not one of these people that don't like the smell of fish. I like it. I mean, it didn't smell fishy, but after I had it cooked, I washed everything up right away, of course, as you would, and I took the trash out last night because the fish was wrapped in plastic, and I put the plastic in the trash can. So I took the trash out last night, like instantly, because if not, by this morning, that would have been rancid and smelling bad. So I took it and disposed of it right away so that it wouldn't be stinking up my house. Because I don't want the smell of that in my kitchen at all. And my garbage can is next to the cabinetry there and kind of between the kitchen and the living room. So I don't want that smell permeating through the house at all. My garbage can and recycle bags are all there in a corner. I gotta figure out, I gotta get the front closet cleaned out, and I can put my recycle bags in there once I get that cleaned out and the stuff taken out that I'm not going to be keeping and stuff like that. So, because there's some stuff in there that I'm definitely not going to be keeping because it belonged to my mother, and I don't need to be keeping those things. So there's a couple of coats there that I'm going to be giving to my aunt, and if she can wear them, she can have them. I'm after giving one away already. It would have been too big for my aunt anyway, but my friend Margaret wears that one now. And I'll just get the other things taken care of. Because I got a couple of coats in there that is no good to me because the zippers are broken, so it's time to throw them away. So I just don't like throwing away jackets and coats. I really don't like to do it because they cost so much. But if the zippers are broken, there's no point in keeping them because they're not practical then, right? So I threw some away, but the other ones I just grabbed and brought here. Oh no, that's not supposed to be there. Not supposed to be there. I gotta figure it out. You're not supposed to go there. You're supposed to go here. And as I was putting it down, I was like, oh no, it's not supposed to go there. It's not where you live. So we are almost done. Almost there. Just a couple of more things to do here. 10 is over that way in the corner. So that's the one we'll do tomorrow. And it'll be all good. My belly is rumbling. It's making some funny sounds. Yeah, it's making some funny sounds. I did eat today. I ate hash browns and eggs at the breakfast because they had the bowls with the hash browns, eggs, bacon, and sausage. Well, I can't have the bacon and sausage, so I had hash browns, eggs, and a croissant. But they didn't have butter for the croissants, which really, I was like, yeah, I should have butter for those. But they didn't. Anyway, I ate it. I didn't complain. Someone said that a croissant don't need butter. And I'm like, I don't know what, in what universe? And they're like, in my universe. I said, yeah, you're in that one by yourself. You're in that universe by yourself. Absolutely. Okay. Gotta do 2 of these because I missed them earlier. Come on. Come up. There you go. And I see another couple that I missed earlier. This one. That one there. And this one here. And 3 W's there that I missed. This one here. And 3 W's that I missed because I already did that symbol. But I need 3 of them. Come on. And of course they all went in turtle, which is bottom up. And they're refusing to turn over. Come on, flip. There you go. The symbol, we're almost done. We're an hour and 2 minutes. Okay, we're not going to be very much longer. We're just going to be just over the hour today. That's not terrible. Well, you're supposed to be there. Looks like we're moving into some of this stuff. It's going to go this way. I know you can't see what I was doing. I was referencing this section over here, this stuff here, you know, that stuff. I only need 3 of this one. 2 of them went in upside down. Turn over. You little bugger. Like my favorite comedian. Oh, you bugger. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. I'm not going to explain it. I shouldn't have to explain it. If you know, you know. If you know, ooh, you bugger. You understand why I laughed when I did that. Go watch Sarah Millican. She's hilarious. And yeah, I saw her in person like in September. Oh, she was so funny. She was so funny. Like sharing space with her was like out of my life. I shared space with Sarah Millican. Yeah, so that was funny. It was really good. I enjoyed it. All right, we're done. We have the section done. Yay! All right, you two. There we go. It's number 9. Number 10 is over here. We'll do that one tomorrow. It's right down the corner. So there might not be a lot of blue. Lisa, might not be a lot of blue tomorrow. So we are going to say goodnight. Talk to you tomorrow. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And like, share, do all the good things, hit the notification bell, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.